Hello everyone, it's Katya with Lunar Sun Creations. I am back again with another mini album, surprise! So this album it's an explosion box. It was a custom order made for a client who took a trip to Moscow, Russia. Finding Russian papers was a little bit of a challenge, but I did it, yay! I found some papers and stickers from Scrapbook Customs, as well as a couple digital downloads from Etsy, two different Etsy shops. Some Russian vintage newspaper clippings. That one was from the Digital Magic Shop. And then I also found some vintage maps. Not all of them are just Russia, but it's a travel album, so I thought any kind of vintage map would work great. And those ones were from WDS Vintage. So this album, this explosion box, has spots for things like coins, collected maps and brochures and notes, as well as pictures. I wanted the client to be able to put all of their memorabilia from this trip into one place. So I think it turned out fantastic, so I really hope that the client loves it as well. And yeah, let's get into it, let's check it out. Okay, so this is the explosion box. It measures 6 1/4 by 6 1/4 high by 8 1/2 wide. On the cover, this is one of the stickers from one of the collections. This is a cutout piece from Paper Wizard. And I distressed everything really heavily with walnut distress ink. These corners, I just got them at the hardware store, and then I kind of roughly stained them because they were a little too shiny gold, and I wanted everything to look really old and vintagey. So I used some Stays-On ink and just kind of went with my finger over them and just kind of made them look a little bit more antique. And that is the front of the box, and then the sides and the back. So I wanted the lid to be easy to take on and off. So when you open it up, it doesn't explode out. Oh, here's the inside. The inside is just plain, but I thought the client could put a picture in there. So what I did was, on the sides, I've got these little pieces that are magnetized, so that way it's easier to open and close, well, particularly close the box. So they all open up like that. So that's the inside. It's going to be really hard to keep this all in frame, so I'll have to go in sections. So we'll go with the bottom section first. So the client also wanted places to journal. So I've got quite a few spots that have a distressed kind of area for journaling. So this is magnetized and it opens out to the side. These are some of the digital newspaper, it's all in Russian. And then this is a really deep pocket, like I could fit my whole hand in there. So it's a really deep pocket. I was thinking this one could be for some of the more bulky items, the maps and stuff like that. So that is that, and then go to the top here. So on the top, a couple words we've got, I'm not even going to try and pronounce them, well, maybe Privet and Das Vidanya, so hello and goodbye. So this magnetized open, and it says Russia up at the top, and it's open here, so you could slide a picture under here. And just a simple waterfall. I wanted to make sure there were lots of spots for pictures. So these will almost fit a standard 4x6 photo. They'll have to be cropped just a very tiny bit. And so that closes back like that. And then on this side, we've got a swing tab here. So that swings down, and then this flips up, another journaling spot, and then this actually opens like that, so for some smaller pictures there. And then just one of the stickers that came with the collection, this one is stuck down. And then it folds down, and it says enjoy the view there, and then this flips up, and then this is open here for a photo, so room for more photos there. And then this whole thing opens to the side, and I did some stamping here. I've got some really great travel quotes, and I just love this one. This one says, "The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeing new landscapes, but in having new eyes." I thought that was great. So this is a pocket. It's a small pocket. I wish I had a tag here. It's about this wide, so you can either journal up at the top and then stick a small tag in there. I didn't make the tags because the client said that they had a lot of things that they wanted to put in it already, so I thought that they would probably have enough stuff to put in it. The other side is fairly the same, so swing tab opens out, some room for some smaller photos up there. Again, another sticker, and then this one says live the adventure, and up, and then again open for a photo. And these swing tabs are also magnetized, and then it opens this way, and this stamping says take only memories and leave nothing but footprints. And it's also a pocket. It's a thin pocket, just probably one tag. This is one of my stamping papers, so you can just see that it goes in there. And then in the center, I wanted there to be more pockets. So each one of these pages, it says rush up here and describes a little bit about the country. It's a magnetic closure, so it opens up, and then each one of these pockets is really large. And then I have a 1/4-inch gusset right here for each of the pockets. So I mean, even as you put things in it, even if it gets quite bulky, this will still close quite well. And you flip it over. So I made a couple little envelopes. This says live the life you've imagined, another little journaling spot. So this is magnetized and opens up, and this is a spot where they can put some coins, and that way the coins won't fall out. They'll be really secure in there. And then on the next page it says live, love, explore, more room for photos. And this has a tiny little cute little arrow swing tab, and this flips up for more journaling. And more spots for pictures, more of the digital vintage newspaper, big pocket. And then more journaling spots. And it says Russian scenery, and I just kind of, these are glued down, but I just really love those and wanted to use them somehow. So all the pockets are pretty much the same. I mean, all the pages are pretty much the same. I wanted them to have the room for both pictures and, you know, a lot of space for storing things. Another one of these envelopes, so again, it opens and it's glued down to the page, but it opens so you could put some coins or little small things in there. And then the last page, more journaling spots and more spots for photos. And then on the very back, I just did some more stamping, and it says wherever you go becomes a part of you somehow. So that is the album, and these all magnetize back together. So that the box can, the lid can go on quite easily. Oh, and I forgot to mention this is a a little compass from Tim Holtz. So yeah, that's the album, and I really quite like it. I need to make some albums for myself for my travel photos, because none of my travel photos are in albums yet. So this will be being sent off quite quickly, and if you like what you've seen, subscribe and like and do all those fun things, and I'll see you soon. Have a great day. Bye.